It's a cover-up, and here's how it works. They show you flight logs, emails, PG-rated photos, fragments of conversations that have been stripped of the meat. A few big names get thrown under the bus. It's just enough to feel disturbing, but never enough to prove anything about the real players. That's what you'll see in this massive document dump. What you won't see is context. You won't see corroboration, and you definitely won't see accountability, because that's not the point. This is a weaponized DOJ strategy of controlled confusion, and it's working perfectly. You see, they don't protect powerful people by erasing evidence. They protect them by releasing it slowly, by delaying key documents, by over-redacting names, and by letting the public fight over the scraps if we're not too distracted by the latest military invasion of a third world country or a major US city. Chaos becomes their cover. The goal isn't to reveal the truth, it's to survive it. So read the files, but don't confuse access with justice.
Oh, hi, James. Oh, hi, James.
We recreated Epstein's prison in 3D to show you the top 5 lies hidden in the government's footage. Let's jump into it. Lie number 5, you're gonna get a video of the cell.
And you're gonna get the video of the cell. And you're gonna see for yourself.
Kash Patel, the FBI director, told us that this footage was of Jeffrey Epstein's cell, but it's not. Let's fly over to where Epstein's cell actually is. I've marked it with a green door. Down the hall, we actually see a camera marked in red that wasn't recording the night of Epstein's death, which brings us to our next lie. There was only one camera.
There's a video of him.
No, not the actual act, but the entire MCC Bay. There was only one camera.
Deputy Director Dan Bongino of the FBI told us there was only one camera in the special housing unit, but that's not true. There were at least 2 cameras recording and 9 other cameras that were working, but not recording due to a malfunction only days earlier.
Jeffrey Epstein in this photo is very much alive in this moment, which actually makes the photo weirder to me. Pull the photo up again. I get tagged in this, and y'all want to know, does this look like a dead body to you? And that's when I realized why this photo is so effective and honestly dangerous. So instead of reacting emotionally, I did what I always do. I stripped everything else away and I asked one question. What is the body telling me? So when I saw this, the very first thing I noticed wasn't the weird looking table he's lying on. It wasn't his body positioning. It was actually the mouth area, his mouth. When someone dies, every muscle in their body relaxes. All of it, including your jaw. And when the jaw relaxes and someone is lying on their back, gravity takes over and the mouth opens. In fact, that at the funeral home, we don't just hope the mouth stays closed. We actually have to physically close it, and we have a few different techniques on how to do that. That's not poetic, that's not optional, that's anatomy. So when I see an individual like Jeffrey Epstein laying flat on his back with his mouth naturally closed, no tape, no visual support, no tension, my brain immediately goes, okay, well, the muscle tone is still there, and muscle tone does not exist in a deceased individual, because movies, when you watch movies and they suddenly pass away, movies lie to us. Television lies to us. Dead people on screen always look peaceful, mouth closed, perfect. Reality is relaxation. Reality is the body doing exactly what physics tells it to do. So right out the gate, before I even look at anything else, that closed mouth tells me I am not looking at a deceased person. The eyes are next, and those are loud. After death, dehydration starts almost immediately. It does not wait. It does not care. The eyes are one of the first places that you can actually see it. The surface of the eyeball starts to dry out. The corneas lose that wet, reflective look. The eyes flatten and they dull. Dehydration is not my friend in the funeral home. It's one of the very first things we are constantly fighting. In this photo, though, the eyes are still moist.
An anonymous source said that Epstein was removed from the MCC that night before he died. The story has been tied to a real prison officer, and this was an eyewitness. So yeah, they're saying that Epstein was wheeled out of the prison hours before his reported death. So they're saying that it appears that Jeffrey got broken out of prison and flown to Israel.
In 2020, American TV show 60 Minutes online series Overtime went over the autopsy of Jeffrey Epstein with Dr. Michael Baden. Baden was hired by Mark Epstein, the deceased brother, to oversee it. Due to visuals of Epstein's deceased body, I marked these as sensitive. So what I'm looking at,
this
ears?
is the rounded nose, and this is the ears are different.
So the fact that they hired the autopsy guy, his brother, hired the autopsy guy, then people are saying these images are definitely different now. Do people change when they're dead? Do their
No,
face-
you don't change when you're dead.
But like you can.
No, you don't
Not
change
that
when you're
quick.
dead. That is ridiculous.
DOJ woke up today and chose violence. They decided to indict and then arrest Don Lemon and then release millions of Jeffrey Epstein files, including documents, photos, and videos. And those documents are up and public and people are going through them. There's a lot of them. I just want to break down what we've learned so far, what's been fake news, and what has broken the internet. So let's do the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is that Bill Gates has been exposed as an absolute and total universal galactic scumbag. According to Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Gates got a sexually transmitted disease by all the Russian hookers that he was sleeping with. We know, as a matter of fact, that Bill Gates had a young Russian procured for him by Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein tried to blackmail him over this. This affair led to the destruction of his relationship with his wife, Melinda Gates. Bill Gates and Melinda Gates had a massive falling out.
In it, he says that Bill Gates got STDs from Russian hookers and then asked Jeffrey for antibiotics that Bill could secretly give to Melinda without her noticing. Oh, man.
Melinda Gates even went on TV saying, I can't be intimate with Bill anymore.
What did you learn about marriage by reflecting on this?
Well, I learned that
you were a famous married couple.
We were, and but I learned, to have a trusted relationship, which is what I wanted in marriage. Both partners have to be honest with one another, and if you can't have intimacy and you can't have trust. And so in the end, I had to go.
Yeah, well, can you not be intimate with Bill because he has an STD? That's what Epstein says in his emails, and that a number of other lurid and very bad things about Bill Gates. So that's the good part about all of this. We always knew that Bill Gates was a scumbag, but this proves it once and forever. Bill Gates, of course, losing his mind, screaming, saying that it was, and Jeffrey Epstein just wanted to be my close friend, and I wanted, and I didn't want anything to do with him. There's so many photos of Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein in this. He's almost as bad as Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton may be arrested because he refuses to testify his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
New York Times is reporting that both Bill and Hillary Clinton have agreed to testify in person in front of the House Oversight Committee's investigation into Jeffrey Epstein.
A complete cave-in by the Clintons, who for months have been insisting that they would not testify before the House Oversight Committee, that they didn't even recognize that it had the right to question them about Bill Clinton's friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. They went to the mat, risking the possibility of contempt of Congress charges.
Donald Trump is named in these files. Oh my, what is this? Well, it's just scurrilous gossip from a tip line. It's grotesque what people called in and said about Donald Trump, but every single agent and every single time they run these tips down, they say that these are like people that are off their meds. These are people that don't have any credibility. This is secondhand source and gossip. There's even the DOJ says there's absolutely no credible evidence of Donald Trump doing anything wrong. And I believe that because if they had that, if they had a career-ending bullet for Donald Trump, then they would have fired it, right?
When the people pick the leader, God does not like him. When God picks the leader, the people don't like him.
I mean, other than Bill Clinton and, Bill Gates and lots of people there are a lot of questions about it, but nothing on me.
Elon's also mentioned in this, and everyone's like, whoa, Elon. It's the same thing. It's like Elon Musk was emailing with Epstein. They never met. There's no physical evidence of any wrongdoing. There's no evidence at all that they ever even were in the same room together. And that's what Elon said before many times. These allegations have been out there. And Elon said, no, this is ridiculous. So this is everything we know about Jeffrey Epstein.
The creator of Simpsons was in the Epstein league. I couldn't even fix my lips to say it. Was in the Epstein list, boy. He ain't predicting the future, nigga. He ain't a sidekick, nigga. Nigga, he in the group chat. Nigga, he in the group chat, nigga. He knew this. He knew it, nigga. They talking about these. All this shit is planned and orchestrated. You know what I noticed? Conspiracy theorists are only conspiracy theorists. These motherfuckers been hitting that bitch on the noggin all day long, nigga. Nigga, I feel like goddamn Sherlock Holmes. Why you just guessing the Twin Towers getting blown up and put it into a cartoon gang? He in the group chat, nigga. He knew this. He knew it.
How? Hold on, bro. How? How you? I'm saying, how? Like, talk to me, bro.
Downfall of Jay-Z is going to be something.
Jay-Z is a dog person. He twisted, and he built on betrayal. He ain't loyal to nobody.
The news broke out that Jay-Z is in the Epstein file. And when that news broke headlines, Jay-Z jumped his ass on his jet and fled the country. His whereabouts are unknown currently at this moment.
Things are looking bad for Jay-Z. It's been a couple of days now since Jay-Z's name got brought up in the Epstein files. They've been talking about Jay-Z, was he getting busy with Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein? A lot of people have said it's a bunch of cap. Things are getting worse for Jay-Z, and there's even rumors that he might have even, you know what I'm saying, hot-tailed it out of America. 26, 15... Age 27, I'm pretty sure that's Beyonce, and they're saying that's 96, this is 97, so they're saying ain't no way anything could be going on with Jay-Z in 1996, surely not. TMZ founder Harvey Levin has also been named in the Epstein files, described as a good friend who could help run global PR effort to defend convicted PDF Jeffrey Epstein and smear his victims and accusers, and people are saying, I guess this explains why TMZ didn't cover Jay-Z being named in the files. And I'm going to dig deeper into these allegations just to give you a little bit of an idea of what was going on, because this is pretty crazy, okay?
Like I said, we grow up fast.
I love Jay, and I'm not. I want to say that too. And I just spoke to Jay. Let me tell you something. No one can do what Jay and I do. Like for real. It's a turner in this industry that I have genuine love for. Like real diehard love for is Jay. For real.
You're strong. That was her first.
I think you have to remember, I'm a lot younger. Exactly. And so is Beyonce. He likes him younger.